had to do it for the living. He had to do it for the living, not for the passed away. So I know I need to learn more about this part of it, the what happens with it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Shinran. I'll be your MC this morning. And welcome to Makawao Buddhist Temple. Today is Ho'onko, the annual memorial service for Shinran, the founder of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. Today we reflect upon our depth of gratitude to the founder Shinran Shonin and countless people for the priceless gift of this unrepeatable life on the path of kindness and gratitude. Beyond words. Namo Amida Butsu. Please rise if you're able and let us begin the service by singing Vandana Tisarara together in both Pali and English. Today we remember all those who have passed on before us, honored ancestors, departed loved ones, dear friends, and beloved companions. During this time, we encourage everyone both here in person and at home joining us by live stream to offer incense as an expression of gratitude for those who came before us. Let us all recite the golden chain of love together. Let us begin. And now it's children's Dharma story time.
This. And now it's children's Dharma story time. Today's story is The Life of Shinran, written by Oh, did you like the story? Wasn't that a cool one? That was pretty funny, right? Yeah, Shinran, what a cool guy. Yes, I'm so happy that you were able to listen to it. And let's see. And that was the story, The Life of Shinran, written by Reverend Carey and illustrated by Jodo Shinshu Hongachi Ha Shonen Den. So remember, kids, be good. And not too much. I'll just go straight into the introduction. Aloha mai kako. Aloha everyone. Good morning. We are indeed fortunate to have, to welcome Reverend Yuika Hasebe, the Rinban, or the Chief Minister of Honpa Honganji Hawaii Betsuni, which is the largest temple in Hawaii. She will be our guest speaker this morning. So Reverend, actually just repeat that. Reverend Yuika Hasebe is the Rinban Chief Minister of the Honpa Honganji Hawaii Betsuni in Honolulu, which if you've been there, it's the big white temple on the side of the Pali Highway. And she has served since 2014, following 5 years at the Hilo Betsuni on the Big Island. Reverend Hasebe received Tokudo ordination in 2004 and was appointed Kaikyoshi, overseas missionary, and assigned to the Honpa Honganji Mission of Hawaii in 2007, the year that she graduated from Ryukoku University, the oldest university in Japan, with a degree in English literature. As Rinban, Reverend Hasebe is not only the chief minister of the largest temple in Hawaii, she is also mentor and supervisor for a team of associate ministers. I'd like to mention that Reverend Hasebe is the first woman to become Rinban, to become chief minister of the Betsuni Temple in Hawaii, and she was also the first president of the State Ministers Association. So please welcome Reverend Yuika Hasebe, the hardest working Honganji minister in Hawaii. Okay? I'll try to turn the sound up a bit.
Now I have so many company here in front of me. So as a beginning, I will let us please say hands together in Gassho and then recite the Membutsu together. Namo Namo Namo. So good morning, and then I am Yuika Hasebe, and then thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak at this beautiful Makawao Honganji home for service. And then I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to Keri Sensei and also Mimi-san, their hospitality, and I stayed at their residence yesterday, and I had such a wonderful Mexican breakfast today. So I really, really enjoyed it. And also thank you very much for Makawao Honganji board and all the members for having me today at this special Honko service. So today is a Honko service, and Honko is one of the most important service for Jodo Shinshu because it's a memorial service of our founder, Shinran Shonin. You can see his picture on this side. And as Keri Sensei explained, the path of Shinran Shonin was difficult, but he unwaveringly lived through his life with Onenbutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, and together with Amida Buddha. So I was kind of thinking that this may be actually my first time speak at the Makawao Honganji. And then last time I came to Makawao Honganji was almost 20 years ago. And then I was very young and pretty boss at that time. But I was maybe late 20s, but now I'm mid 40s. Oh, okay. Yeah, like this. Oh, can you hear? Oh.
I forgot. Okay, listen up.
Is And I was kind of thinking about the 20 years ago, the first time I came here. And the one thing I really clearly remember was heka. I think somebody from this temple treated us the heka. And that was my first experience to eat heka. It's like a sukiyaki-ish kind of thing, yeah? And it was so delicious. And then it was really kind of a nice memory I had about Makawao Honganji. So as I said, as I'm getting older, I often think about my life. And then my father passed away at the age of 54 due to the pancreatic cancer. And then one of my wishes to live up to 54. And then when 24 years old me, 54 years old was kind of old. But now I'm mid-40s, I really feel like the 54 years old is young. But like it is said in the sutra, everything is impermanent. And then we don't know when our turn comes. Since then, time passed, and then my family changed. My mother gets older, my grandfather, and then my grandpa passed away, and auntie passed away too. And then we have one new baby in my family, which is my niece. Over the past 2 months, I've been studying together with my niece. And then she was very, very cute because before her, our baby in the family was my 45 years old brother. So I was like, well, he doesn't look so cute anymore. But so like sometimes we study with my niece, I study together the mathematics and the Japanese. And then every night I close the Zoom call, I tell her, oh, I love you, Mako-chan. Mako is her name. I love you, Mako. And you are my treasure. And then one night, after I told her, I love you, and she got her face closer to the computer camera. And I said, oh, you sending me a kiss? And then she said, I'm sending you a bird. And I was like, what? You? But you know, she's rascal, but she's so cute to me. So today, I like to introduce one poem from the one book. The title of the book is Kodomo to Aku, which means child and the evilness. Written by Mr. Hayao Kawai, who is a well-known psychologist in Japan. In the book, he wrote that in the process of children growing up to adulthood, it is natural that sometimes children do bad things. It is not about the serious crime, but more like an innocent evilness. Bring back friends' toy without saying anything, or small lies, hit the younger sister or brother, or bending the small rules, and so on. Those are the very innocent, but it is also as not right things to do. A few years ago, my sister sent me a video. I watched the video, and it was about my niece, Mako, playing a game with my grandma. My grandma passed away 2 years ago at the age of 94 years old. But because she got a dementia, she was also become like a child, as years go by, right? And then there was a big age difference between my niece and my grandma, but they always played together. The game they were playing in the video was called Tonton Sumo, or maybe sometimes people say it as a paper sumo. Do you know the paper sumo? This is the sumo wrestler I wrote yesterday night. It's in a paper. So kamizumo is you put it to the sumo wrestler here, like this. And then it's tough to make them fight. Good. And then this is the game my niece and then my grandma played. And then it's a very, very simple game. And then so my niece was very, very serious about the game. She cannot lose. She has to win. So she tapped the edge so hard to make sure she's winning, right? And then my grandmother, she was 94, but she she cannot lose too. So she was make sure, come so hard to win the game. Then suddenly, my niece's wrestler flipped over like this. And then because the niece tapped so hard, her hand hit the sumo wrestler. And then it flipped over. And then my grandma said, hooray, I win! Then my niece looked so frustrated in the video. Then she shouted, no! Whichever wrestler flipped over first, win the game. And then, so she means she bent the rule. Then my grandmother couldn't hold back and said, no, that's not right. Whichever wrestler remains standing win the game, which is actually correct. And then my niece said, no, you don't know the rules. But grandma said, that's not fair. But my niece looked very, very uncomfortable and uneasy, but she never said that she lost. When I saw the video, I thought it was very interesting. As I said, my niece looked very uncomfortable and it looked like she knew she was not doing the right thing. My niece seems like to know that her action was wrong. And I think she wasn't fair and honest to my grandmother. And I should say that she probably is not the only one. When I think about my life, I also did those things in the past too. Evil may be too big word for that, but we all did something similar like her. We knew that we shouldn't do, or we knew it was not right action or thought, but sometimes we did. In the book of the Child and Evilness, Kodomo to Aku, one poem is introduced, and I would like to share it with you. The poem was written by the first grader, whose name is Mr. Naoto Boda. The title of this poem is Uso, which means a lie. So, let me read that poem. A lie. I didn't go to school today because I lied to my mother. I can't tell you what my lie was about. I made my mother cry. I also cried. My mother said that she never thought I was such an inconsiderable child. She said, this is the first time I have ever felt so disappointed to you. I was an idiot and a fool and done such stupid things. I was sad and heartbroken too. But my mother hugged me and told me that I love you, Naoto, more than anyone else. I will never lie again. So this boy deeply regretted what he had done. He was shocked to see his mother crying, and he blamed himself for his ignorance. We don't know what he did and what his lie was about, but it is painful, isn't it? Watching a mother crying because of what we did, creating such a deep sorrow because of our deed and action. Naoto wrote that he was sad and his heart was also broken. But Naoto's mother hugged him and said, I love you more than anyone else. Mother's heart was also broken and also hurt by her son's deed. She cried because her one and only precious child did bad thing, but it didn't stop her loving him. The boy who, touched by his mother's tear, he realized that how terrible things he did. Watching crying mother, his heart was also in pain, but mother embraced him with warm and deep love and said, I still love you more than anyone else. And the boy wrote that he will never do it again. His determination of not committing the same bad mistake arose naturally within him, embraced by his mother's love. When we think about ourselves, we were not always perfect and right. How much we are different from the boy. We are all exposed and committed evil action in some extent in our life, and we all have gray area. None of us is pure and clean. In that way, maybe boy is more honest than me. In Jodo Shinshu, there is a word called seshusha, which means be embraced and never to be abandoned. We are filled with passions, egos, anger, ignorance, and self-centeredness. And the Dharma teaches us that we need carefully look into ourselves. Driven by ignorance, we do things we shouldn't do. We say things we shouldn't say. We think we shouldn't think. We should stop doing them, but we can't. And it arises naturally within us. We have to keep doing them, and they won't know our passions continue to rise within. Amida Buddha is the one who always cries for us and always calling to us, I love you as you are, more than anyone else. And we are all in great embrace of Amida. When we touched by the great compassion, which always embracing us no matter what, and never leaves us alone, the deep joy naturally arises within us. Like the boy, as much as we can, we try our best to become a good person. As much as we can, we think about others, and then we do, say, think for betterment of others. Egos and the passions comes and goes, and sometimes it burns within us. But we are never, ever to be abandoned. We make mistakes and experience failure, but we are never to be abandoned. That is how deep and strong the great compassion is. Like a mother cryingly scolded the boy, but yet her deep and strong love always embraced him. Our two parents, Amida Buddha, always embracing us through time of loneliness, time of fear, sorrow. We are all together with Amida's great and warm compassion. Thank you very much. And this concludes my message. And as I explained in my message, the life is not always easy and sunshine. Sometimes we experience the sadness or loneliness. But please remember, every time you smile, every time you cry, every time you feel lonely, there's always Buddha is next to you and will embrace you with deep love and compassion. So again, thank you very much for having me on this special Hong Day service. And then let us together close today's message as reciting of Onekitsu. Anybody play with this? Thank you.
We can play, but I won't lose.
Thank you, Reverend Kasemi, for the inspirational message. Thank you very much. Let us all chant the Lotus Sutta, the Loving Kindness Sutra. Mahalo nui lo. Thank you very much to Reverend Yukika Hasebi for sharing the Dharma this morning. And thank you very much for joining our Dharma family service today. Are there any visitors this morning? Hi, good morning. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Well, you know that Shinran family sounds very excellent. We're very happy to be here. This is my husband Sean, my daughter Akami, my son Kohen. Nice to meet you.
Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, may your day be filled with aloha. Announcements. Do you have announcements?
Yeah.
Do I do the announcements?
You can do it.
Okay. All right, I'll do them. Next Sunday.
For the 18th World Buddhist Women's Convention, which will be held in Honolulu in September 2027, Kauai United BWA and Maui United BWA committed to making one ribbon lei for each person who will be attending. So we will start tomorrow here on Maui, cutting ribbon sets down at Kahului Hongwanji from 8:30 to 10:30. So if you would like to come and help cut ribbon kits, please come tomorrow, and we'll be doing this for several weeks. We'll cut all the ribbon kits first, and then we'll start braiding. So I hope to see you tomorrow at Kahului Hongwanji at 8:30 if you can make it. Thank you.
Anyone else? No? All right. So everyone is welcome to enjoy refreshments and talk story time in the social hall. Okay. Have a great week. Thank you.